Good morning, welcome back. You see, after all this wonderful weather that we've had for over a week now, and after the boating at the weekend, it's been absolutely fantastic. And now on a grass cut Friday, which is always busy, Mother Nature decides that now's the time to just pour with rain. It's poured down all night and it's due all day, which I'm kind of kicking myself about really, because currently we have a sick Rosie off nursery. Well, she's not actually sick, but she came home from nursery on Wednesday. She was sick a couple of times, but unfortunately, because of the rules, that she has to be off school or out of school for at least 48 hours. So with a bit of juggling around yesterday and today with working with Emma, Emma had a day off yesterday, so I decided to do as many grass cuts as I could yesterday, because Rosie being off. Even though the weather was supposed to be rubbish yesterday, it wasn't. I kind of thought, well, maybe it's not going to be as bad tomorrow. So I managed to get to, I think, just 8 grass cuts. Well, it was 6, but 2 more have been added since, which I thought, no problem, I can pop out when Emma gets home at lunchtime today and get them done. Now, like I said, it's been raining. It says 100% chance of rain, so I don't think I'm going to get out. But if I'd have carried on yesterday, I could have gotten finished. So I've got Rosie, so what I've decided to do instead is I have a bit of a problem with my TV. Now, obviously there's a big important football match on tonight, if you're English or Scottish, in the Euros. But I have a problem with the telly, which has got a bright LED light, which looks like a little spotlight in the TV, which is kind of annoying when you see it. It's not too bad with normal stuff, like normal TV, films and stuff. You know it's there. But with a football match, with it obviously being a green pitch, you'll see it all the time. It just looks like a sun, and it's really annoying. Now, what I believe it is all the LEDs, the sets of LEDs inside, they have diffusers or reflectors inside. And after time, the glue fails and the diffuser falls off, causing that bit to just form a spotlight of white. So because it's pouring down with rain, I decided I'm going to I had a look on YouTube at a couple of videos. Don't seem too difficult. I'm going to get it off the TV, get it off the wall, get it on a table, get it apart, and hopefully just be able to glue this diffuser back on and not break the telly, or I'm going to have to take an emergency telly out because I want to watch the football. So I'm going to get some tools and go and do that first, I think. I'll also try and... I was going to update about the birds of the aviary this week, but I've just been too busy. There's a lot going on, egg-wise and bird-wise. So I'll try and update that a little bit later on, but I want to try and get this telly done, because if I do have problems, I've got until, well, it's kick-off at 8 o'clock tonight. So crack on. Did that. Gotta be honest, even for the standards that I set myself, that was a lot harder than I thought it was. The bezel around the outside on the front took forever to get off. There was little bits of plastic flying everywhere and it was just doing me head in, but eventually got in there, done it. There was 2 of the diffusers that had come off. It must have came off when I was working on it. Still missing that screwdriver as well. Yeah, so it must have come off when I was working on it, because there was only one like spotlight on the screen, and it has been for nearly 2 weeks now, and I would have noticed that one because it was literally only 2 LEDs, well, missed one LED straight underneath it, so I must have knocked that one off. Glue didn't want to touch it, it really didn't, so I've actually sellotaped them on, which the sellotapes held them a lot more. You can still slightly see them though on the outside of the diffuser, so now it's kind of like an eclipse of a sun, but it's not as noticeable at all. But I think now I've got in it, now I know how to do it, it'll be a lot easier to do it next time. I'm not doing it now because I haven't got time before you go and pick up kids from school as usual. But I missed out putting 4 screws back in the front of the bottom of the bezel underneath the bottom of the TV, and I knew where they'd come from, and Emma's like, well, why don't you do the job properly and put it back in? So I was like, okay, so I took the back off and put them in. Now if I'd have left them 4 screws out, I could have actually took that bezel off, dropped that screen down and fixed them diffusers without taking telly off the wall. Anyway, I really want to update at the weekend on the aviary, the budgies, the pheasant, the quails, everything. So fingers crossed for a better day weather-wise. I think it's going to be better tomorrow than rubbish on Sunday. So I might try and get some of my grass cuts done tomorrow, because I'm definitely doing none today. And then, what was I going to say? So then I'll be able to get in the aviary without being soaking wet and talk to you about the whole situation with them. But what I'm going to do now is just go and tidy up all the mess that I've made as usual, and then I'm going to, well, await the football this evening on a TV that hasn't got a spotlight. It's got like an eclipse moon now. So hopefully update you at the weekend with the aviary and the quails and the non-existent mandarin eggs again. Bye.